Hello there, and welcome to the Tom Henry Show. It's the first show of the new year, 2026. Welcome to the new year. Amazing. Also, this happens to be episode 30. Woo! Yeah. Episode 30. We made it to that big landmark. And I thought, what a better time. It's the first show of the new year. It's episode 30. What a better time but to do sort of a show State of the Union. See where we're at and all that. The show's trucking along. It's great. We've got upwards of 30 Patreon members. Yeah, we are now paying some costs, which is great. We're buying Cameraman Bob his Millers. Big thank you, of course, to Cameraman Bob. I feel like I don't say it enough. But it's just the damn two of us doing this thing. Just the damn two of us. And look at this production. It's beautiful. And of course, our wonderful guests, who we don't pay. But we do them a favor. Exposure, baby. So I thought we'd just sort of start from the start. I mean, when we started out, my big campaign was to get Armie Hammer on the show. He, of course, is doing his own wonderful podcast, Armie Hammer Time. And we started out, we were saying that we are a sister show to the Armie Hammer podcast. And we invited him on a couple times. The invitation didn't get to him. We have not heard from him. But now that we have a bit of a bigger audience, I'd like to once again invite Armie Hammer. Armie, come on. We're going to talk about your acting, not the weird stuff. Like I always tell you. And if you bite anybody, you're out of here. But I think you're a good actor. I'd like to know about your acting. Call me by your name. The Peach. Disgusting. That was disgusting. I thought it was bad enough you're eating women. This Peach scene? Ugh. And then what else? I was sort of more or less baiting a bunch of people. I was trying to get like something going out in the podcast scene, the talk show scene. I challenged John Mulaney to become my rival back when he was doing that Netflix talk show, about the same viewership as mine. And also didn't hear from him. Don't think he got the message either. Now he's just directing our friend Robbie Hoffman's Netflix comedy special, which I, for one, am not envious of at all. I wish everyone could experience coming up through the ranks with a friend and then watching them succeed beyond your wildest dreams while you talk to a camera in your living room. No, we're happy for Robbie. We're happy for her. I had at one time brought up the genders, that the men seemed to be more or less the entire audience. But then in one episode, I did fill you in that the women actually were doing a lot of the listening. So as the men are on YouTube, the women were listening to the audio version. I don't like what that says about my looks. Just thought of that. I'm happy to announce that the women are still strong in the audio section, 40%. So let's get that up, ladies. So after the Mulaney thing failed, the Hammer thing failed, I said, can we at least get to Jay Mohr? Can we at least get our views up to Jay Mohr level? Jay Mohr, the ex-Saturday Night Live cast member who has a podcast. He looked like he had numbers that we could get a little closer to. We have not been able to do that. Jay Moore's last episode with Pauly Shore had 16,000 views on YouTube. Not great for him, but that would be great for us. And, that's Pauly Shore, big guest. We're in Canada. We don't get to have Pauly Shore. But some of his smaller guests I've seen, the episodes will get about 5K views. So help us get to that. Right now, we're well under that. We need to times it by about 14, and then we'll be there. But look, this is a plea to you. Why are we letting these people succeed because Pauly Shore is able to show up at a guy who was on SNL? He's showing up there, and he immediately gets 32 times the views of my show? Does that seem fair to you? Spread the word, would you? Spread the damn word. Now I've made kind of a theme of upsetting guests. I've gotten too real for a few of them. There was a classic anger over trying to talk to a friend about being late often. There's, of course, the Rod incidents where he just got defensive immediately just from, just saying your name is Rod, and he would say, no, it isn't. And, of course, in the Christmas episode when he decided to defend AI, and what was his other horrible take? He had another horrible take, too. So spread the word. I met a nice guy recently at my local bakery. I think his name is Sam. And he praised the podcast, and he said it was very genuine. And I thought, that is so kind. I've never been called genuine in my life. So, yeah, let's get the views up. Then, of course, I went after the Subway Takes freak. Again, no traction. I went after bisexual women. Nobody cared. I'm trying to get edgy here. No one even listens to it. Bisexual women, get angry at me. I'm saying you're in relationships with men all the time. Long-term ones. And you're making big posts on Bisexual Awareness Day. Get mad at me. And, of course, the D'Elia Bros. There's not much to say about them. I haven't seen their views on YouTube, but I see their TikTok clips, as you know. And their TikTok clips are not doing well. I think I've had TikTok clips of this very show that do better than their TikTok clips. So, new goal for 2026. I think we can get one of those D'Elias to call in, maybe. That's the goal. Probably not Chris, probably the more minor one. Could probably get him. Anyway, it's a new year. Let's do some monologue jokes about the new year. The new year is 2026. So now the year is too old to date Leonardo DiCaprio. I think someone's done that joke every year of this decade. A lot of people have resolutions in the new year. Yeah, a lot of people get gym memberships. They try to get fit. Yeah, I got fit. Fit my gym membership in the garbage. How about these New Year's resolutions? Yeah, I've got a New Year's resolution. 1920 by 1080p. That's the big resolution of the new year. A lot of people's resolution is to quit smoking. Did you know that? Yeah, quit smoking. That's actually an especially hard one for Jim Carrey's The Mask. That guy's always smoking. Okay, well, we have a fantastic guest today. First, I'm going to do one of these ambush calls, I like to call them. So a few weeks ago, I called our friend Allison, ambushed her, because she had been saying how much she wants to be a guest on the podcast, and I didn't believe her. And she was not happy with being on the podcast. But I think she did a great job. Now, I have another close friend who, as soon as last night, told me he should be on the podcast. And I've heard around town from a guest, actually, that he wanted to be on the podcast. So let's give him a chance. Let's see if he picks up. This is my dear friend Noah. Ambush call.
Hello?
Hey, Johnny.
What's up, Johnny?
Well, you said you wanted to be on the podcast last night.
Yeah?
It might be happening right now.
Oh, hey, Johnny.
Hey. So,
What's going on?
well, I did this to Allison a few weeks ago. I'm trying to punish all my friends who think they might be good podcast guests by surprising them in this way and putting them on the spot.
Okay.
So, what do you got to say?
Well, that's a great question, isn't it?
Give us like a podcast take.
What's the theme today?
The theme is the new year because it's the first episode of 2026.
Okay.
You got any resolutions?
What's in, what's out?
We did that last week.
Okay.
But why don't you give us an in and out?
Well, I don't know about this. What do you think about this wellness stuff?
Yeah, one of my outs was health.
Yeah. Health is out?
Health is out.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
I think that's in.
And just stop worrying about your damn health. You're going to die anyway.
Exactly. That's what we talked about last night.
We did. So that would be good fodder is last night I was at your house. We were playing euchre for our wonderful friend Colette's birthday. And she left along with the other player. And you and I decided to stay.
And have a good time.
And have a good time until about 5 a.m.
Yes, as you do.
As you do. And I wanted to not do that because I had to shoot this show today. I was hoping to not have a face the size of James and the Giant Peach. And I'm not talking about James.
How are you feeling today?
I woke up quite scared.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, God damn, that fucking asshole Noah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, I didn't blame you. I blamed myself. I said, you fucking asshole, Tom. But then I had a nap and I felt quite good.
Good. Yeah, I recovered after a couple hours, but it was a shaky start.
So you gave us an out, kind of, wellness. What about an in? What's in 2026?
Ice skating.
Ice skating.
We're going to go skating.
Yeah, we are. That's a really good one.
Thank you.
Um,
I say the feeling of gliding.
The feeling of gliding is a feeling like none other.
Yeah, I say that's in.
But, it's really tiring.
Yeah, it gets the heart rate going.
You know what the problem with ice skating is? You have to crouch all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, if you're doing it right, you're bending your knees a lot.
Right, this is true.
Right, Bob? You played hockey. Yeah. Yeah, so that's tiring.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Anyway, listen, you wanted to be a podcast guest. We're 3 minutes in. What else you got?
I don't think I did want to be a podcast guest.
Yeah, you said it last night.
Yes, but this is in jest.
Well,
Of my home, between friends.
okay, well, don't get mad at me. We've had enough of that on this show.
The theme of the show.
Yeah. What's a sort of like podcasty
Who's your guest right now?
Morgan Waters?
Hey, Morgan. Hey.
He's not on camera yet, but
Oh, we're in the pre.
we're in the pre part.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you this. Okay, you famously, I don't know if you'll like that I said famously, but I mean in a good way. You work at a bar.
That's true.
The bar that I frequent constantly.
Yes.
And get much too drunk at.
Overserved.
Overserved. Take away this man's smart serve. What are things that are happening at bars these days? What's the trend in bars?
Oh, my Lord. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think? Aperol Spritz. Favorite plant.
Yeah, Aperol Spritz made a big push
Okay.
recently. What about the non-alcos? Are those popping off?
They're coming in.
And are they selling well?
They are. It seems that this wellness thing has taken off.
It's sickening. And those things cost as much as a real drink.
They do.
What's the point?
Well, I think it's so that you can remain social.
Okay. I mean, that's not a bad answer.
Yeah.
But I do a sober month about once a year. And I did a bit of those, and then I thought, why am I drinking this? I don't even like the taste of beer.
It's disgusting, really.
And I thought, if I'm going to drink a drink and it's going to be caloric, why don't I just get like a chocolate milk
That's great. Post-skate chocolate milk.
for the protein?
I'm in soda waters. And I'm thinking you should just get a soda water and put $1 on the bar, you know?
$1?
Yeah.
How's tipping these days?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Sometimes I know that people don't tip that well, and you could I say that you admonish them from time to time?
That's correct.
What's your classic go-to? 'Cause I know a lot actually you don't really admonish them, you sort of guilt them in a way.
Well, I mean, it really depends on the circumstance. I only do it when it's, when it's been a long service, several hours, the bill's getting pretty high.
No, I think they deserve it, but you'll be like,
0 to 10%.
what's the go-to is like, or you go, I just wanted to ask, was there a problem with the service?
Did you enjoy your service this evening?
And they go, yes, it was great. And you go, well, why don't you fucking show it with your wallet, you fuck?
Yeah, then I just stand with my hand open and I rub my fingers together.
And you're quite a tall man, so it's very imposing.
That's just very uncomfortable for everyone.
Well, I'm sorry to surprise you like this, but...
I love a call.
Okay,
We were
good.
talking about this last night as well. Love a phone call.
I know, but this is a bit different, and I probably sound a bit different because I'm like, well, it's the thing now.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, sorry I couldn't add much better content for you.
No, I think it was great. I think people will really enjoy it.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, buddy.
Have a good night.
You too, bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, he didn't sound very happy about that. But and he tried to act like he didn't want on the show. He wants on the show. I know it. I'm going to have him on now to further punish him. This is a punishment podcast. I'm going to rename it Punisher Zone. Well, look forward to that in the new year, and we'll be right back with our guest, Morgan Waters. And we're back. My guest tonight is a prolific musician, actor, show creator. He does it all. The original Renaissance man, Morgan Waters.
Hello.
Hey.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Could be a cool way to brand it.
You're right. This is, yeah.
I don't know how we're going to make it dirty.
Well, your shirt has buttons.
Pop a button?
Don't do it. Okay. It's not that kind of show. What is this? Heated rivalry?
On Crave. The sexiest.
It's hot,
user
baby.
interface.
It's hot.
People are talking about it.
I watched it.
And?
Softcore porn.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what Hannah was saying. But I don't believe it. What are we seeing?
Believe it, baby. Everything but the main event.
Nice.
A lot of ass.
Yeah.
A lot of pounding, thrusting.
Yeah. Is it good?
Yes.
Great. Dirty 30.
We actually have somebody who was on it coming up in a couple weeks. So we're going to talk all about that with her. Yeah, there's a woman on it. One.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, it's nice to be here.
It's nice to have you. So I know I asked you to do this last month and you couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. And you sounded a little like nervous, almost like...
I was texting.
Yeah, I know.
But you could sense the nervousness?
Yeah, and then I think the next time I saw you, you're like, I was watching episodes to prepare.
Well, I watched, a bit to see how because you're like a professional talker. In a way, a comedian is a professional talker, right?
Well, my comedy. Sorry, I'm looking at nothing. My comedy is not that talky, but
it's precise.
It's precise, and now for this, I've had to learn how to just talk and yap and yap and yap. And I do these bonus episodes even that are like 30 minutes of me just talking off the dome, which I never thought in my life I'd be able to do. But they're extremely entertaining.
I bet. Do you have more respect for like Strombo now?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Strombo is a dream guest of the show.
He'd come in and say a lot.
I think I could get him.
I know where he lives. Do you know where he lives?
Tell us.
It's on, no, probably, I don't know. It's more downtown.
We'd bleep it out.
South of here.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows where I live. Yeah, Strombo. No, I did feel newfound respect for people who can just keep the ball in the air.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm more of a person that like doesn't believe in talking too much, or I'm not necessarily someone you'd want to be put next to at a dinner table.
Me, same. I don't believe in talking too much either.
But you've figured
it out. And now I
out.
decided to do this. It was the worst decision of my life.
But how did you open up the floodgates?
I think just trial by fire.
Right.
I think if you were to go to the first few episodes, you would probably see me really struggling.
Yeah.
And not to say I'm a master at it now, but we're 30 in, so I've definitely gotten better.
I was watching Jay Kelly, The Making of, last night. Did you watch Jay Kelly?
Oh, yeah.
What was your feeling? How did you feel about that?
Absolute trash.
Yeah, it's pretty...
I talked about it in our last
You?
episode, yeah. And I also talked about that I watched The Making of as well.
Oh.
And I loved it.
But it was making me... For some reason, I smoked pot and I got a little nervous about this from watching that because I thought, these guys are living the dream and I hate them. I hate how they're acting. I hate how casual and sort of comfortable they are. They're too comfortable.
The actors or the characters?
Noah Baumbach was kind of bothering me just because he was not doing anything
wrong.
The
making of.
In the making of.
Yeah.
In the making of. It was all just, they're living our dream.
Yep.
And it's easy. And they're rich and the hair is falling in a cool way.
Yeah. And he's wearing his little director outfit.
Yeah. And they're in London and you don't hear one English accent.
Yep. Which often happens in London just anyway.
Sure. But yeah, and then it was sort of making me question, like, I hate these guys, but they're living my dream and I'm respecting everything they're doing. So how am I expected to go on and talk and not... But then I realized, well, no one
watches this,
cares about me, or is going to judge as harshly as I judge Noah Baumbach. So.
Well, if they cared about you as much as people care about Pauly Shore,
yeah,
then I'd get a few more damn views.
True.
Yeah, and the fact that he's come all this way, that he's made all these movies, some of them good, some of them bad.
Well, we watched Squid and the Whale together, and that's...
fantastic.
One of the best. So he's funny. He can be funny.
Yeah, he's funny in that, in a New Yorker way, like the New Yorker magazine.
But that movie's funny, Squid and the Whale.
It is. I think he might be one of these guys who has like one good work in him. Although no, Greenberg is amazing too.
Oh yeah. But didn't he write Squid and the Whale with one of the Coppola's or something?
No, I think he wrote it alone.
Okay.
But so, yeah, they do all this work, and then eventually they get to a point where they just want to make a movie about a famous guy having an existential crisis.
Yeah. And then they want to build like a cool set of a house.
They want to just do like practical camera moves, and that really turns them on. But
and
then
watching the making of it, I was like, well, this is better than the movie. Because when I watched the movie, I was like, oh, they went through a thing.
Well, I said all this last week, but I gave the movie 1.5 stars on Letterboxd, and I gave the making of 3.5 stars.
Interesting.
And when I was watching it, I was like feeling guilty because I was like, I trashed this movie and these people are like good at what they do. They're very creative. But then when they showed the clips, I was like, this movie sucks. And look at all this work and money they put into something that is wretched.
Yeah. I had to cleanse the palate, and I watched Anatomy of a Fall after, and I'm like, it's just a camera on a woman's face, and it's just so much better.
And the people are actually acting like real people.
Yeah, exactly. I guess why is it called Jay Kelly too? That's just
I think it's like George Clooney, Jay Kelly.
Oh, okay.
This is becoming the Jay Kelly podcast.
Armie Hammer is a weird name.
Yeah.
You have to be weird if you have that. Like Army, I guess it's short for Armand.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with his grandpa who was Armand Hammer, or...
But there's no relation. But isn't there sort of a relation to the Arm and Hammer
There
thing?
isn't really, no.
Okay.
I believe the story was that Arm and Hammer existed already.
Okay.
And then Armand Hammer
Yeah.
bought Armand Hammer, I think. Anyway, we're way in the weeds.
Mariah Carey, one of her kids' name is
Armand Hammer.
Moroccan Cannon. And I thought that's a similar name. It's not Morocco Cannon, it's Moroccan.
So his name is Moroccan?
Yes. That's one of Nick Cannon's kids.
That's an Abbott and Costello waiting to happen. Hi, I'm Moroccan.
Moroccan
Hey,
who?
you don't look Moroccan. Yeah, Moroccan who?
Yeah.
Anyway, how are the nerves?
The nerves?
Yeah.
Good. I think we got the Jay Kelly stuff going. So then it was like, okay, that's an interest.
I was interested to have you actually in particular because, as you may have heard, especially in my intro.
Can I sip on camera?
Yeah. I've had some strange interactions on this thing, and people get nervous here. I think they get overwhelmed by the lights, the cameras, and I know you to be a person who's sort of like, I guess, straightforward in the same way I am, and I couldn't see you getting upset.
No, I don't.
Because you're sort of the same. You'll just say the thing.
That's a compliment, I think.
I think so.
It depends what I don't think I could get upset, especially not. This is like your domain. Maybe people don't like you have power here, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So
I mean, what's the power really? I guess I'm driving the ship.
It's your,
and it does create like this atmosphere creates something. Because it doesn't feel like we're just sitting in my living room chatting.
No, I know.
It's not one of those chat podcasts.
But
I'm trying to get to the important stuff.
You want to get. I know.
But I don't really think that, I'm not trying to necessarily, but I think I've noticed that I'm not that interested in like little quibbles, which also happen.
You want to go deep.
I guess I want to go deep, but I don't even see it as deep. I just think, isn't that kind of what's interesting about life, is life itself?
Maybe comedians don't want anyone to sort of poke at things out of their control that aren't part of their persona, you know.
And I would wonder if that's people in general. But yeah, maybe it would be even more so with comedians.
Maybe. Yeah, because comedians, you figure out what you have a persona, I guess. You have a character. You have a
character. Like
well
Jay Kelly.
You have a well you draw from.
That was the thing about Jay Kelly, that he became a character, even though,
But what was his character? He just kind of smiled all the time. I guess that's what George Clooney does.
I think it was all a comment on George Clooney and how hard it is to be yourself. And anyway.
But then it seemed like everyone loved him and he was kind of nice to everyone. I guess his family didn't like him because he wasn't there.
I don't think people liked him other than strangers.
As strangers. I see.
Now, having said all this, I'm going to bring up some stuff that's really bad about you.
Good. That's
I'm
perfect.
just kidding.
Try. I feel like I can't figure out how to hold the mic. Like I'm going to look back.
Are you not usually, you do singing.
But this is the thing that makes people nervous, is holding a microphone.
Just hold it like you would when you sing.
Well, that would be more
You've got to get out.
I do this,
you
right?
have to get out of your body. No, wait. You have to get out of your mind and into your body.
But my body's uncomfortable.
You know what you should do?
What?
Scream into a pillow. It works. Don't worry. We won't hear it very much. Go do it again. Do you feel better?
Yeah, that's good.
No. Oh yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
This is like whippets, or like
Yeah.
What do people do? The balloons with the. That's
That's a whip pit.
nitrous balloons.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually does feel good.
Yeah, it works. My therapist told me to do it,
Really?
but it can hurt the throat.
It's good to wake up the voice, though.
Yeah. You know what I've been noticing is many days, because I live alone, I don't speak all day. And then by the time I'm talking to my first person, it's like often in the evening,
Yeah.
and I haven't spoken.
Yeah.
And you know what I noticed too is editing this podcast, which I do every week. Some days I won't speak all day, but I'll listen to myself talk. Isn't that a bit of a head trip?
Do you when you watch back, do you go, oh, I shouldn't be putting on as much sauce? I should be. Is there a way to be more natural?
Well, that's a good question. The sauce, I find, is just a little more energy than usual. And I find, like I've said this before, what reads on camera is like I have to have a bit of energy just to sound a bit bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I don't put the energy at all, then I sound like comatose.
Yeah.
Like when I called Allison out of the blue, she was like, "Why do you sound so weird?"
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, like I have to do this or else everyone will fall asleep."
That's how I feel. It's like when you act and you think you're doing some really subtle performance and then you look it back and it's just dead eyes and nothing
Exactly.
at all. You have to do something interesting.
Well,
It's like be natural, but be interesting, I guess.
well, I wonder about that because when you try to be interesting, that seems like really bad acting.
Then you don't try to be interesting. You just have to be.
I think maybe if
Interesting.
you like follow the emotions and the emotions, you let them be larger than they would be maybe,
Right.
or you let you actually feel them. Are you doing it now?
I was just trying to find a.
You're still having a problem with the...
No. I was trying to do some acting.
Oh, okay. Try to cry. See, that's bad acting. That's bad acting.
You said try to cry to me. I mean,
I'll do it. No, I'm not going to be able to.
Hold on. Just put a slow zoom in on
Okay, well,
these after, and then.
well I
it'll
was
be
trying to
good.
cry, and I think my face was completely blank. But you're doing like a cry face.
I was trying to get some wetness, and then I was going to go natural.
I thought that if I thought of something sad, it might work, but it doesn't because there's too much pressure.
Just put a slow zoom on it, and
Yeah.
then it'll imply like the
and
shot.
sad music.
You almost don't even need to. You could put like a distant clock, or just like bring up the room noise. Let's try.
Maybe if I had more time. I think if I had 5 minutes alone, I could do it.
Yeah.
But the
Or
camera,
some sort of reason to cry. Like we're just saying cry, and I think you have to put
yeah, like a
something
script.
into it. Yeah, a script.
Yeah.
And a director.
So yeah, I was going to ask you about that kind of bluntness, and I feel like you've had similar problems to me in that way, in that you'll say something that I guess people find to be blunt, and you didn't really think it was a problem, and then they are offended or upset. Am I right about this? Or?
Yeah, I feel like we have a duty as humans to, especially friends, to confront people with truths about themselves without being, as long as it can be fixed. If you say like something that they'll never be able to fix,
But
then
people really hate it.
then how do we
They say
grow?
it to me, it might help me cry. Criticize me. Not too harshly.
You're overly critical. And it can hurt people's feelings. And I think you need to be less selfish. And otherwise, you just won't have anyone around.
God.
I saw the water
It's
coming.
coming. I think it's starting to come.
I saw the water coming. So you'll be in this apartment doing these podcasts to, I don't know, strangers, people from the market that you just ran into that, and then you'll just be dumping your own, I don't know, traumas onto strangers. So this year,
I got a little bit.
yeah, no, I saw it.
Fuck.
Slow. As long as the slow zoom was on there, like
You're a real fucking asshole, you know that?
cheers.
I should be the one. Now I know what it feels like.
Yeah. I said some pretty general kind of things that.
Yeah, you don't actually think I'm selfish.
No, I don't think you're not selfish.
I don't think so.
No, you're not.
It wouldn't be a fear of mine.
No.
I think that would be something that would really hurt me if people thought that.
Yeah. You're not selfish.
Thanks.
Well, I was trying to think of, I think we all are could be.
Oh, yeah.
A little like hard to see beyond our
Yeah.
own
That's more like self-centered.
self-centered. But self-centered sounds so like stuck up and conceited. When I know but self-centered, you're centering yourself.
Because I do think
In
I'm
everything.
self-centered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But pretty standard.
But I think about other people a lot,
No, you do.
how they're doing.
And you're nice to people.
I'm nice to your babies.
You are nice to my babies.
We'll see if that continues after your little tirade. Do you want to talk about your babies?
Yeah.
So you recently had twins. They're about to turn 1. A boy and a girl.
Yeah. Elisha and Hazel.
Elisha and Hazel. I never say their names.
Because you don't agree with them.
Yeah.
There's a couple Hazels out there now. So
I actually love that name.
I do
That's
too,
a
but-
beautiful name.
when you hear a couple other ones, you go,
So the children. Well, I was interested in this because I was over at your house recently, and I was having one of my weekly existential crises, and I was kind of saying like, oh, maybe I was having like an opposite midlife crisis, where most midlife crises are people with families who would want to do what I'm doing.
yeah,
Living
yeah,
the life of Riley.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was having the opposite, like, oh, maybe it's time to switch it up. Maybe I should have a kid at some point, a family. Maybe there's stages of life you're supposed to have, rather than just I'm essentially living the same life I lived when I was 25, but better because I live alone.
Yeah.
And then you were like, well, sometimes I think I screwed up my whole life by having these babies. And I found that very interesting. That you're like, I can't really work on my music much anymore. So do you care to talk about that?
Well, but then I leave the house. Like today, I got to, leave, and then immediately you kind of, I feel like it's like they're my Keith Raniere or whatever. They're my cult leader that when you're away from them, you feel like, like a bus goes by and goes, and you're like, like they kind of center me. And now, I feel like empty without having them around. So like I'm gone for like 2 hours and I miss them. And
So you have Stockholm syndrome from your own
from
children.
my own children.
Wow.
But then when I'm there with them, I love it. But then I also, you look at your phone, which I find depressing, is that the phone addiction doesn't go away when that's so sad.
It's kind of proof that you're not leveling up into some better stage of life.
Or just proof of the addiction of the stupid thing.
Yeah. But like you say, like you would think it's powerful enough to take that away.
You would hope that suddenly, because you want to sort of keep purity, because they're so pure and the joy that you feel is so pure. But then you're like, all right, now I'm going to have my time when I scroll through Reddit or whatever.
I've had that experience too, where I think I've had like an epiphany and I'm going to live life differently from now on. And then 5 minutes later, I'm looking at stuff I don't even like on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
People I don't even like.
Yeah. Well, that's a big part of the TikTok algorithm, just feeds you who you hate, kind of.
Instagram can be a lot of friends, and there is a guy in the community of comedy that I do like. He's a good guy.
Okay.
But he posts a naked picture of himself whenever he gets the chance.
Right.
Which is always, because he gets to decide when.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of looking at naked pictures of him. And I say, who is this for?
Well, not for you, I guess.
Definitely not for me. But
What is it that bothers you? Is it
it's bragging, I guess.
he's a little too happy with himself?
Yeah. But why does that bother me? It should.
I think it should.
We don't have to question all this. Pride is a sin.
No. And when people like, just even if they're just, I edit, but when someone's like, I'm Trent, editor, and then it says editor at the top, and then it's all about when I'm doing this, and here's my process and stuff. That's a similar thing where you're just like, you're too proud of yourself. Like, it's like, look, ma, I'm doing this. I don't know. I guess I'm like old school where it's the thing you make is what you should be proud of, not you. You're not you as a person. It's like you're special not because of who you are, but what you do.
Oh, that's interesting, because a lot of people would say that's a problem too. That you should just be happy with who you are.
I think
And you shouldn't-
being content, but when you're
Maybe you shouldn't depend like self-worth on your art or your work.
But if you're going to, that should be what you're showing off is the thing in my mind. But that's not good for social media because that's.
I just think, you have a nice body, so good for you.
Yeah.
You should be happy.
Yeah.
You can gaze at yourself in the mirror, although be careful because there was a little guy named Narcissus.
Fell in the water.
Is that what happened?
I think he saw his reflection and he
Did he drown?
wanted to kiss himself. No, I don't know what.
Did he drown because he's trying to make out with
He
himself?
must have drowned.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how that story ended.
Yeah. Look out.
But
But
yeah.
maybe he gets to hook up with people because of it.
Narcissus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does, but
Yeah.
he could do that without.
Oh, I see.
But maybe he posts and a lady gets a little hot under the collar, DMs him. I should have him on and ask him if that happens.
And putting a sexy energy out kind of just lets everyone know,
I'm ready for sex.
here we go.
Here we go.
He should be on your dirty 30. I mean, you've blown it with a dad of of twins.
You're sexy and groovy.
Thank you. I do like, okay, here.
Oh, and that chain.
Oh yeah, gold chain. Gold chain happened. You're going to do it. Oh yeah.
World's worst spit take.
Nah, put a slow zoom in on it.
On that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And we're back with Morgie Porgy Waters.
Ooh.
That's what Mariana calls you, isn't it? Ooh. Morgie.
Is there a cool, when you look back later, is there a cool way to cross your legs?
Try that. Keep it like that.
Has anyone gone like Jennifer Lawrence style on the couch?
I don't think so. You should do the whole bit. Okay, so in the break, I was like thinking about how I actually was really interested, but didn't go far enough in when you said that we have a duty to tell people when they're off base in some way.
Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting, though, a duty.
Well, because we spend so much time talking about
Back talk.
about our friends that wouldn't it be better to just be direct?
I often think that. It would hurt them, but it would be much less hurtful than talking behind their back for years and years.
Yes.
Now, but this is a problem, I think, with, I want to say, our society
And Canadians.
in this country,
Yeah.
where we are so scared to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe rightfully so, because people take it so badly that we just don't have it. Then we kind of are forced into the back talk because we need to vent.
Yeah.
And then that just goes on for years and years, and it's actually very toxic.
Yeah. It's a Canadian thing.
Canadian
I guess.
from British.
Yes.
The Americans, I think, are much better at just telling it like it is.
Yeah. Especially like an Italian.
New York.
New Yorker. This fucking guy.
I'm walking here.
Exactly. That's an ad lib.
I know. And a Canadian would just take it home and just be angry
They'd
for
go,
it.
Thank you for the nice evening. And then they would go home and talk about what an asshole he
Then
was.
they'd be angry for years that they were walking there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that an ad lib? Did it?
Because they were just shooting on the street, the
The
wild
street
streets
wasn't
of New York.
closed.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And Dustin Hoffman,
Great actor.
great actor, famous groper.
Really?
Now, I haven't told this story on this podcast yet. I was once traveling Europe with Dustin Hoffman's son. And he was a nice enough fellow.
Yeah.
But if people watch this show, they know that I hate Netbos.
Yeah. Right.
And he, I think I can say this because there's just no way he'll ever hear this. And again, nice enough fellow. Mm-hmm. But I think he had tried to go the Nepo route. I think he had tried to do acting, and it didn't go. And then he, was doing painting and like photography, and he had a film camera with him the whole time.
Right.
And he was doing like poor person cosplay.
Right.
So he wore the same shirt for 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
It was all tattered, and he had sort of like dreads, almost.
Oh, wow.
Like matted, like dirty hair.
Okay.
And guys probably never had to worry about $1 in his life,
Yeah. But he's doing the poor thing.
but he's doing the poor thing.
Was he groping? You kind of went off the groping.
Dustin Hoffman had a groping issue. Older in age, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those were just the days. I think you grope in
I
between
think it was in
takes.
like 2010.
Yeah, right. 2010 was crazy.
I know. Before they told us we couldn't grope.
Yeah.
How were we to know?
No, it's true.
Me too. Me too. Grope.
Me too.
Me grope too.
Me too handfuls.
When I was with Dustin Hoffman's son, there was a point. I think we were talking about Tom Cruise,
Okay.
and I was talking about how I like Tom Cruise, and he said to me, "What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?"
Okay.
And at this point, it wasn't out that he was Hoffman's son.
Right.
He was just a seemingly poor Charlie Manson looking guy.
Yeah.
But I knew because I had been told. And I thought to myself, does he want me to say Rain Man? Is he looking for that? Because he kind of said, like, what's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah.
And I wondered if he wanted me to say Rain Man.
Wow. He's that insecure or that needing
I don't know.
props for his dad.
I also had heard from someone that his dad was not very nice to him.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, free
Like Jay Kelly style.
Exactly. I just want to reference this movie no one's seen as much as possible. So, you know, a double-edged sword. Mm-hmm. You get free trips through Europe probably in your entire life. You get a free, probably beautiful apartment wherever you want. You don't have to work a day in your life. But the guy might not be that nice to you, Jay Kelly style. Mm-hmm. And
You don't have talent.
and if you don't have talent or like the proper looks or whatever, you're not even going to be able to do the Nepo thing.
That is kind of sad.
It's sad to think about not succeeding at Nepo.
Because you've already started so far ahead.
And imagine all them hearing all the Nepo discourse
Oh, right.
and how easy it is for the Nepos.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
talk about wanting to cry.
Yeah.
Imagine my first able to cry was because I felt so bad for
his son.
Nepo baby.
Oh, yeah. For just a Nepo. Yeah.
I'm a non-famous Nepo. I know.
The
know
Paul
that.
McCartney's that one son is kind of sad.
Oh boy. Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Did you? There's a clip where he's like on a talk show.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have a special message from somebody special.
He does this weird. He's like, rocket, man. And it's, what's his name? Jamesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock it out. Yeah.
But it really feels like he was recording a message for like a fan he's never met.
Yeah. And then it comes back to him. He's like, oh, nice. That
thanks.
was really
My
nice.
dad I've known my whole life.
Yeah. Oh, boy. James McCartney.
Anyway, I think it's interesting. You say we have a duty. Have you ever told somebody that something like that you thought needed to be said?
I think I have a breaking point
Yeah.
where I'll be nice for a long time. And then if I just get pushed just a little bit too far, then there will be a hard edge to my voice. And sometimes I don't even think I'm being as harsh. And then the response is always like, whoa. And I don't even think I've gone. I think
I saw it once at our
Yeah.
famous Antigua dinner.
Oh,
We had a famous dinner in Antigua.
yeah.
A group of friends went to Antigua together because your lovely partner, Mariana, is from Antigua.
Yeah.
And we were at dinner on the last night of the trip at a restaurant that seemingly was undergoing staff changes.
Ish.
Like
Something was,
all new people working there or something.
yeah.
And we ordered drinks and food.
Yeah.
And it didn't come for literally like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we didn't get
even
water.
not even a water or a drink.
Yeah, I think that was the real tension. But it's the most beautiful setting. There was a band playing.
We had a wonderful week in
And
Antigua.
and then I just,
But
it's not a proud moment. I
no,
would
but
say.
it wasn't unwarranted. But it was interesting because everybody was melting down in different ways.
yeah, right.
It was very.
So were you sitting there just sort of watching everyone's,
I was kind of like freaking out from boredom
right, yeah.
because I just wanted something to happen.
And also the waiter, they kind of, remember that other guy came up and was like, we haven't even had water. And he went like this, and he kind of acted like he flicked sweat or something. He was kind of, it was almost like I respected how much he just like was like cool about it.
Yeah.
But he also, the bar, you grabbed the drinks off the bar. You helped.
I did go and get the drinks.
Yeah. But yeah, that was not a, I think I cringe.
But we were kind of pushed to our limit. It wasn't like
We were.
white people in Antigua
But it
acting
was
bad.
that.
It was like,
That's-
I know it inevitably was, but
Yeah.
it was like 90 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, without the water, I think is the real, because I'll wait for food, but at least like,
But also funny is experiencing sort of your time in Antigua where you go quite often. And your wife is, you know, a very attractive woman. And You're welcome.
Yes.
And, she turns a lot of heads over there. And you're like the white guy
Right. Yeah.
who's there having to sort of
Deal with.
stand there.
Yeah, I definitely. There's been some things that are said to
To her.
her in front of me where guys will just be like, this is your partner, like,
And you sort of just have to take
and
it.
I'm just like, like,
Especially because of like cultural sensitivity, you can't be the guy like lipping off.
yeah. The
But
famous
also those
thing,
guys could probably kick your ass too.
yeah. One guy said, I'm not going to do the accent, but I'll say what the slang is. Said to Mariana, "Me want to see a body."
Yeah.
Said to her,
Yeah.
and knowing I was right there, I want to see your body.
And when we were there, we had a beach day, and there was
yeah.
like a really beautiful black man who was like bringing the umbrellas around to people.
Yeah.
And he had eyes for her. I don't remember what he said.
He said something that we're not going to say.
But he had no shirt on, and he had a perfect body, and
Oh yeah, and I think I was self-taping like a for like a music a
an indie music video.
And wasn't he like, is it his birthday? Like, as if like let him do a little video for his birthday or something. Like I was on a, and then he was like, we need a black man, basically,
Right.
but in coarser language.
It's probably not enjoyable for you, but it was sort of enjoyable to see that that's your life over there, and sort of your punishment for
But
taking one of their women.
true. But I feel it. I don't feel emasculated. I feel proud, and then I'm just like crazy culture. Like I just have like
Well,
a British.
it's an extremely masculine culture.
It is well, and very confrontational. It's the opposite of
Right.
whatever we're up to here.
Like they would see us pussyfooting around
Yeah.
right now, and they'd be like, "What's wrong with you?"
like if we went to the store trying to find chips, we'd be like, "Sorry, could you tell me where the chips are?" And then they're like, "Why are you hiding the chips from me?"
Yeah. We were in line at the grocery store there actually, and a woman very confidently just cut right in front of us with a giant cart of groceries.
Yeah.
And we were just like, "Go ahead, ma'am."
Yeah.
But what can you do? We can't be the bad whites there.
No, but that one night was bad white.
We were pushed into bad
That was
white
bad
territory.
white territory. It doesn't feel good afterwards. You kind of go, I probably could have just sat there. And,
Well, losing your temper even in a more respectable
Yeah.
place never feels good,
yeah.
even when you're right.
The righteousness, I think, overtakes, like, it's not just like a duty. There is a sort of, and my mom has it, where it's like, I'm right and I'm going to tell you how you're wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not that.
have
It's not
that.
a good look always.
I have that, not necessarily to people out in the world, but to people I know and love,
Yeah.
and they hate it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm right about this, and you have to know how I'm right about this.
About like them, like,
How they're
when you
act-
fought about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, well, that was a little different. But
You were, it's because I will be the same thing. I'll be so absolute about it. I'll be like, you were
Right.
lucky to even watch that movie. Like you get to have your opinion about this work of art. Like you are lower, I'll go way too hard because I hate when people get so critical about something that's clearly brilliant, but they're like, have their little poking at it. It's like, you're scum. Like I want to go like, you think you're on your high horse, but you're like,
well, we should explain the fight
mud
now.
below
is
a
that
horse.
I had a fight with another comedian
Yeah.
about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
yeah.
When it came out, and we all thought it was brilliant, and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I said, that's fine that you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But then he sort of was trying to learn why it was good, and eventually got to the point where he had changed his mind to fit in with everybody else.
Oh.
So that was the fight.
I didn't know he changed his mind.
He did.
So then why
he
would
was,
you get angry?
Because he was using like intellectualism to figure
down
out
to you,
why
though.
he liked it.
But probably to talk down to you. Oh, I see. So you liked this. Okay, maybe there was a tone of like he was
Maybe, but
still
my
on his-
point was just kind of like, you don't like it, so now you don't get to like it.
I see.
And then he told me to shut up, and then I said I was going to kill him.
Yeah. But see, those are the arguments that I think because it's not personal, it becomes personal, but those are the things I love to go way too big on because it's like a release from all the other pent up stuff. So if you can fight about music or movies and be just really awful to each other, I think that's healthy. It's like a safe injection site for male rage.
Apparently not that safe because I threatened a man's life,
Yeah, but
but I was never going to do anything.
you're not going to kill someone because they don't like that movie.
Maybe if it's Jay Kelly
True.
or the making of Jay Kelly.
Yeah, right.
So tell me about Gail Pyle.
This is the part where you allow the other people to.
No,
Where you feign interest.
no. I'm going to preface this.
Okay.
I'm not feigning. I find it interesting because we have a friend group. It's a bunch of performers and comedians and actors. And generally, you sort of like act as though you're not those things.
Yeah.
But also, you're the only one who's actually wrote, produced, and starred in your own TV show. That's weird to me. If I wrote and produced and starred in my own TV show, I would make it my entire personality.
See, this is what I was saying about you are proud of the thing you make. It not just that you do it because you're special. It's the thing that's special.
So you're proud of the work
Yeah,
and the product.
And then I'd rather just like hide or something.
But don't you have a need or a want for people to know that you're something?
I want people to watch the thing and then love me for the thing. Yes. It's just hard to get people to watch the thing.
And that's what I was talking
So
about this damn show.
Yeah, yeah.
This is an even better example, is that you actually did a real full TV show that was on streaming
Yeah.
services,
Yeah.
CBC Gem,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. Something else, something American.
It was on Jash,
Oh yeah, Josh was. Yeah.
and then it was on CISO, NBC's comedy.
Starting to see why nobody's seen this.
We had guest stars. We had John Hamm.
John Hamm was on there.
Not physically, but he was the voice of Gail. In one season, got a digital condo, so he had a fancy sort of 80s condo, and the toaster would talk, and it was all John Hamm doing that.
Wow.
Yes, it was cool.
So check out the show on CBC Gem.
Yeah,
Still on there?
I think so, but then someone told me the first 3 seasons aren't, and fourth and fifth are.
Well, if there's one thing about Canadian showbiz, they really know how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And CBC Gem is such an easy platform to.
Yeah.
The commercials don't repeat ever.
No, it's not like you have to watch the same
But
bagel commercial for 5 times in a row.
it was a web series. I guess we were setting out to do like it became like an Adult Swim kind of edgy, strange thing. But then once you put that on CBC Gem, that kind of Adult Swim vibe it doesn't go with it, I would say.
Just by being on CBC Gem.
I think that hurts it a little bit. Just Adult Swim, you're going to sit there and you're more open to sort of a difficult or a dark kind of comedy. Mm-hmm. Whereas, I don't know, we did 5 seasons and I think it's really great.
But doesn't this just get your damn goat?
Yeah.
You did 5 seasons of a TV show that you think is great, and people aren't watching it. Or shouldn't they be impressed that someone they know or...
Oh, like with our friends?
No, I guess people you know do watch it.
But it really felt like when we were shooting it, that was the biggest audience. Like when we were filming the scenes, that was the only. I mean, that was the biggest audience we had.
Your friends.
No, whoever was on set.
Oh,
Like
yeah. You're like, at least these people are seeing this.
but
Same thing here. Our biggest audience is Bob.
But I guess my flaw is that I love the process of making it and just
That's
going
tough.
deep and doing all the things that actually should matter, but those things don't matter as much as like the self-promotion and the sort of branding yourself and being your own mascot for your own.
I know.
And so
So you do the actual work. Like I'm going to compare it to this, even though your thing is much bigger than this. But you do the actual work. You put a show together that hopefully you've thought out, you're proud of in some way.
yeah.
And then someone will be like, the clip should start with the interesting part and
Yeah.
and zoom in and out all the time and have
yeah.
big pink subtitles.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have the energy to do that.
Yeah, because you've spent so long
Actually
making
the actual
something.
product.
So it's kind of, and then you shot it a year ago, and then it took you so long to edit it, and then, yeah, it's, my first job was on CBC. I got hired to like travel across Canada in a motorhome doing comedy segments, and that was like 20 years ago. And then I got to do a show for Showcase, an IFC called Cocked Guns, which was a mockumentary about a rock band. And then it went web series. And then, so I went from broadcast to cable to web series to
What's next?
here.
Oh, to here, yeah. So this is the ultimate bottom of the hill. It could get worse.
Twins.
Twins. That's the worst. All right. It's time for our famous questionnaire. What do you normally eat for breakfast?
Jordan's granola. Nothing but nuts, it's called, or something.
Who's Jordan, and does Mariana know about them?
With blueberries, maybe.
Do you currently hate someone you know or have known?
Probably. Hate? Probably, yeah.
What's your biggest fear?
Regretting something in my life, like that I could have just done.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was
Something.
there for the taking, and then I just didn't do it. Or like unachieved potential, I guess.
Oof, that one kills me.
Yeah, and we're in the country. We're living it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The country and the time.
the
maybe.
time is not helping.
Because my American friends are saying similar stuff to us.
Yeah, no, it is bad down there, and it makes you feel better when they're suffering.
Oh, the more they fail, the more.
yeah. But that hurts us because it's very tied together. So
What's something you like about yourself?
Focus.
Focus.
Yeah, I can work on something and just hone in and not eat. I'll just keep working until it's good.
Even something you don't enjoy?
Yeah, I can find something to enjoy about it.
Because
Like-
you work as an editor,
Yeah. So
and that must be a lot of that. Just like, okay, I got to get this done.
because you can still go, well, this is the best it could be, and everyone's looking as the best it can be. So you kind of fall in love with its shittiness sometimes too, because you're like, oh, it's special in its own sort of
I think that every time I edit the show.
homespun charm.
What's something you don't like about yourself?
Probably whatever that thing that happened with the.
It's interesting you use the word righteousness, which is an interesting word because righteousness should be a positive. You're right. You're righteous.
Yeah.
But we're talking about righteous indignation, I guess.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
indignation is not, it does not have a positive connotation. Although you could be indignant about something that if you're indignant about, social issues, it's a very good thing. So what is it about righteous indignation or righteousness in general? It should be a good thing, but it ends up being a bad thing. I think it goes through a filter with us where it ends up being like my scenario is saying, like loved ones who will talk about my tone, a tone issue.
Yeah, tone.
And when I get upset, the tone is extremely harsh and I can tell.
Yeah.
And to me, it's not a big deal because I'm just me.
Yeah.
But to them, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
The way you're talking to me is making me shrink.
It's weird when you think you're just having a conversation, and then you start to see people kind of looking around. You're like, I don't feel like anything changed here. Maybe the voice went a bit higher or something, but you start to see like, ooh, something's happened here. Mm-hmm. and maybe some sort of nasty.
And you go, what?
You go, woo,
what?
It's just my opinion. Yeah, whatever that is, probably is. I don't like that.
Yeah, me too. What do you think about people?
I think I like people, but I think we're sick.
Is there a point to any of this?
I guess it depends on who's doing the thinking. Because maybe someone will never learn anything and they'll just live and then die, and they'll never, I don't know, take in anything truly, and they'll never give anything to anyone else. So that's a waste of life, I guess. What was the original question? What's the point?
Yeah.
For that person, maybe there was no point. But no one's keeping score at the end of but maybe if you were a loving, open person, you caused change, and maybe that's the point.
Maybe. And finally, how many mistakes are you allowed to make?
I think you can make a lot. And I think it can be, I think your mistakes define you. I don't know, mistakes can be charming. For some reason, my mind is thinking of music. Like if you kind of like make some mistakes, it can be cool and kind of.
Well, that's interesting when you see a live show of a friend or something, and then afterwards they're like, "Oh, I fucked this part up and this part," and you're like, nobody would ever know that.
Yeah.
And
the only mistake,
that's
probably the first mistake they made is telling someone, "No, you're wrong for liking my set" or something, and dumping your own bullshit on.
After my sets, I always have to tell them they're wrong for not liking it.
Yeah.
Say, no, it was funny.
Yeah.
You were laughing.
Yeah. And that's when the tone in your voice comes, and everyone sort of like backs away a little bit.
There's about to be an active shooter. That's the ep, my friend.
Woo!
Thank you to Morgie Porgy Waters. And we'll see you next week. I always finish that.
Thank you. I don't know if it got